Right, we're back. Let's get on with things. No! Okay, so... the tile needs a quarry. Okay, no production, no food, and science on the tile is a VIP club. Which says us Assyria. Okay. Right. I think it's time I start looking into more advanced things. Yeah. Airport. Well, just a few buildings. Start working my way through the other buildings in order to get some more advanced stuff through. So, highway, expressway. Modern Earthworks is a long, long ways away. Scrap you though, you're a good building. Okay. These. I think that should be enough for Pire's queue for the time being. You need the engineering school, and then after that, almost certainly the factory. Plus 20 production and 41 turns. Okay, the clay pit first. Because the clay pit does seem to be a bit faster. Even if it's not by that much. Let's get Beijing that iron mine. Too far away from it is going to be really all that helpful. Aha! Okay, I'll set you back up here next turn. Assuming I remember soonish. Century 3. Ah, vision. Just wait around till any interesting scenes come in. Sharks are a lot rarer, so... You say that, and I find another shark here. But sharks are rarer, harder to find, etc. They don't appear quite as often as the other options, so... I'll send you over to Nanwai, hopefully it'll be fine. Supercomputer. Leave the recording studio be. I'll get a wonder that can get me more of those in the future. Anyway, is there anything I want to talk about? Honestly, not really. Sadly. Yeah, there really isn't much to say, is there? Okay. That. Guild Hall. Traction Engine Workshop. I'm gonna wait on anything further until later. Figure out what's going on there. The best option out of a lot of very interesting options. Guild Hall. The city's not big enough for the traction engine workshop to appear just yet. Manufacturing plant is 59 production in 28 turns. Well, I can't say no to that, can I? Okay, hydro plant maybe? Nah. The guild hall is just plain more efficient. And then I go with the hydro plant. It's gonna take 50 turns or so, but I can wait. Especially since it's probably not gonna be in this session. We might hit 6,000 this within the episode though, so hopefully that will be interesting. Recording studio. Okay. Now I need to figure out oh labs. No. Please don't tell me that it's okay, Willis Tower is a good idea to grab at some point. Oh, low Earth orbit. It's there, but I need a launch site. No? Okay, so it's a bit cheap. Okay, so free press agency in every city is going to have to be built at some point soonish. There it is, Capitol Records Tower. Go ahead and get that dealt with. I can handle other stuff later. Right, Prime Timber Camp, because city now has Prime Timber available. The outskirts. Guild Hall. Very good building, too good to ignore. Leather gets me 17 and 13 turns. This gets me 28 and 18 turns. This gives also 28 and 18 turns. Okay, let's build these two and then the leather factory. Anything further, I think it might be best to wait on. Yeah, it's several turns of production and the situation can change over time. Which will adjust the calculus on what exactly the best option is. Let's get that canoe builder out of the way. Ooh, stone quarry. That looked very good to me. Foundry. I don't see any other buildings that provide a percentage, so high-tech coal power plant after that. I can figure out more stuff later. Farm. Head over to Nandwai. It's not worth the effort. Yeah, you're the hunting one. Ooh, resin. Neat. That really ups the effectiveness of that lumber mill. With even more resources to work with. Okay, what next? Put them on here. VIP club. You know what? Wonder. One of the cheaper ones that get me benefits, though. Periodic table. Sounds like a good one. Cheap and quick. That's for sure. It doesn't provide amazing benefits, but... tree farm is becoming a possibility at some point. I need ecology for that. But it is an upgrade to the lumber mill. Yeah, is there anything I want to talk about? Not really. I mean, I can just... Would you please... just head there? I mean, with regards to that, I'm with, well, I guess I should call it just channel work. Oh, right, that's why the music stopped. Standard model complete. And with that, I'll have a free physics lab in every city, including the new ones. I mean, sure, I've been building plenty of those, so it's not that much difference as an end result, but certainly cuts down on production time in the other cities. Need a suspension bridge. As for science, it's just a recording studio, so... Oh, right. It's Hungaroa. You've run out. I can build the UN mission without having built the UN. Let's build the National Aerospace Agency. NASA. Yarn still has plenty of things that needs to be built, so... Although, I could go for a wonder. Oh, that plus 5% gold in every city is a very interesting thought. No. Color theorem, maybe? I mean, if I wanted to go for one of the things that give me a free scientist, I should go for the other ones. Morse code. Not the worst idea. Which is a human rights declaration. Yeah, fine. A population every city. Sure. I mean, in theory, I should put it off until I have the whole world in order to maximize the output, but at some point, I have to put my foot down and say, no, this isn't actually reasonable. Okay, the assembly plant is more effective than the industrial farms, but that's about it. I don't expect anything else to have that much, so. Deep sea exploration.
Earth. Funny name for a place that has over 2/3 of its surface covered in oceans, lakes, and rivers. Planet water would be more accurate.
Yeah. That's just a quirk of the English language, though. Maybe. I actually don't know how many languages the name for the planet happens to be the same as the name of the soil. Okay, it may be higher than I expected. Now that I think about it, it may actually be fairly high. Hmm. Oh well. Oh, now a whale shark appears in the city. Alright, those out of the way. Across the plant. Get these. Just do a lab. I can handle the other stuff later. Is that all the production? Yes. Food? Yep. Science? Not quite, but I mean, the deep sea lab's new, so. What's the mission to Challenger Deep do? Free tech. I don't remember the Nazca lines being possible in any other cities, so I'm just go ahead and immediately do it in that city. I don't remember it coming up anywhere else, so. Okay, Winnow. Do you want to do a wonder? You know what? Sure, let's get a national smelter here. Might be smart to start getting the national smelters out of the way. Skip the press agency. I can build that in another city with a one. The Universal News Network. Okay, that should be enough for the moment. Right, manufacturing plant generally is the most powerful thing available. Yeah, okay, fine. It outpaces everything, even the forge. Oof. Well, I'll figure out what to do after the manufacturing plant. If the pace of settling new cities seems a bit slow, it's because it is. I have to wait. I'll get to it, but I do want to get the aircraft settlers unlocked. And have I... What is the queue of my capital? Now that I think about it, when was the last time I touched the capital? Have I accidentally set something else up for the capital? Because that could be a problem. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. Let me check the capital. Okay, it's just doing the VIP club. It's doing all the science stuff. Where are you, aircraft settler? Can you build the aircraft settler yet? Yep. There it is. Build that first. Let's get more cities out of the way. It is an important thing to do. No, it's not in a city's influence. Fine, I'll head down here. Let me check to see if there are any cities that can build a marine institute down here. Nope. Wait, I can use it for something else. Yeah, this thing, okay, I can't put it on ice, but ice is considered impassable, but I can just send this thing over the ocean. It also takes advantage of the various other things. Like in theory, I could just pop a city right there. Probably not the greatest idea, but like it's 2 turns to go around the world. Like I just put it over the water there. I don't need to worry about airlifts or whatnot. Aha. Okay. Yep. Pretty much as I figured. Just a supercomputer because of the scientist it provides. Just more collateral damage from a ranged attack. It's really nothing to worry about. Especially since the ranged attack is from same old deer archer. Laboratory. Supercomputer, any food? Nope. Science? Yeah, plenty. Nope. Oh, fish pens, I guess. Oh no. Seal maker. Oh, obsolete with fascism. Maybe I should research fascism. So the conspirators hideout is gone from the list. Honestly, it might be worth it. Go to all the dig sites. Skip. Build. Okay, plenty of food production available. Yes, the Arboretum is very powerful in a building that should be built. I also should build the bakery, and I need to get the modern granary, I think, in order to build the modern mill. Where is that building? I don't remember where it's supposed to be. I know that I was able to figure that out ages ago, but... Or have I built the modern mill already? Perhaps I have. Yeah, it would be in here somewhere if I hadn't built it yet. Okay, fine. Let's go through all these. I can save more for later. Again, head to here. And city. Starts with 5 population. That really is going to help. Hopefully. Yeah, mining camp. The mining camp is just key. Head up there and mine that tile too. You're too far away to be helpful. Oh, quick helpful, and I don't want to deal with the nuisances that is trying to navigate that space. Let's get some factories out of the way. Great source of money. Pricey though. In time anyway. There's the programming language. Everything else doesn't keep up with pace, so. Otherwise I wouldn't have needed to really build it. Skyscraper, industrial park. Tar refinery, marble quarry, tinsmith, ship. Yep. Okay. Should be good enough for the city to deal with for the time being. Okay, programming language. Shared workshop, quartz mine. Garage, software firm. Tabulation firm, switchboard. Then the high-tech coal power plant. Let's get the solar stuff. Let's get that highway out of the way. Trade stuff can probably wait a bit. Let's mine that bauxite. Was that bauxite? Didn't quite look like. Isn't bauxite supposed to be reddish? It appears bluish on the map. Odd. Yep, I'm gonna just pop a city somewhere up here-ish. And then I can take Karakara. Oh, Zaptek's up there. Do wonder. Carnival. Production, no food. Deep sea lab. Oh gosh. Modern seismology gives me modern earthworks. Ooh, that's excellent. Modern earthworks basically takes all the mines and whatnot and the sand gathers and collates them into one building. I'm not sure about the mines, but it definitely collates all the sand gathers and whatnot, clay pits, etc., into one massive building. Even if you don't fulfill the requirements of all the other ones. Which is a lot. Generally speaking, in most circumstances, it's a good thing. It'd probably be smart to go furthest north so that I can take advantage of much of the interior as possible while still having a sea connection. Because sea connections maximize the utility of the city. At least building-wise. Yeah, I think I'll still continue to go with airlift. Although I really shouldn't plant a city until I can assure that the infantry unit has made it there. The last thing I need is to have a bunch of ruins appear on the map for no reason whatsoever. Okay, handle that. Well, actually, now that the things are the way they are, you should build the infantry unit first, and then the buildings, and then the settler. Simply because of how things go now. Suspension bridge, fish pens. Oh boy. Snake pit. Pond, I guess.
Jesuits so dominated the study of earthquakes, that seismology became known as the Jesuit science.
Really? Huh. Yep, modern earthworks. Includes all the brick stuff. As well as waterproof concrete. There's also the rare earths mineral mine, which gets me rare earths. Which aren't actually that rare. They're really common, it's just difficult to process. Sort of like aluminum. In fact, they're still pretty expensive when it comes to processing them. Especially with that, I think it would be smart to give it a bit of time in between. Anyway, geothermal energy is popping up in multiple locations. Plant. Yep, take a look at that on Earthworks. Volcanology. That'll be interesting to have. On the one hand, by the time I build a recording studio in this city, it won't matter. On the other hand, the principle of the thing. Mine the tile. Titanium. Oh, there's methanoids over there, but super strong alloys is um I think beyond modern day tech, so right, which tile do I want to place here? Yeah, this is probably the best spot in order to maximize use of land. There we go. Free art gallery in every city. Goth probably has at least one new building that it needs to build now. Well, I mean, okay, it's pretty obvious. Modern earthworks. There. As well as the VIP Club and Deep Sea Lab. I'll leave anything further to after volcanology gets researched. The modern earthworks is actually better. It also replaces the brick factory. I can wait on anything further. Put a factory on the tile. For it to get use. In order to deal with it and be done with it. Other plans. Right, volcanology and whatever the tech is, that's after volcanology, and then I think that will be the session. There we go. Free effect launch site in every city. I can now start getting cities to build satellites. I'm not entirely sure why you wanted my attention, but okay. Spot up. Now keep an eye out for naval units. There we go. That'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, now the tile's within city limits. Okay. Yep, I can build a satellite building now. Not building, unit now. I should be able to take it for a test run today. Yeah, okay. Show off how it works. Oh, I can also start building. Yeah, I can also build satellites now. Blimp advertising sounds very, very interesting. Fine. There. Okay. Yeah, modern earthworks is just too good to pass up. Oh, I can build an iron mine here. Neat. Everything else is oh, very pricey of a building. Yeah, that's not too far. You're the new city, so you need. Okay, so what is the requirement again? I need a mining camp in order to build the modern earthworks. Yeah, one of the things the tech also did was make the mining camp even better by providing even more production in gold. So now it's even more imperative that I build it. And now that the modern earthworks replaces some other stuff, yeah, I think definitely the clay pit, maybe the flint gatherer. Oh god damn. Okay, perhaps I really should have waited a turn. Fine, lesson learned. I won't be as dumb about it. Please, finish working the tile. You know what, Christopher Redenter. That reduction is strong. It's not perfect because education still has its effects, which does adjust things in, well, very interesting ways, I guess. Okay. There. City should be able to work that out on its own. Industrial farms usually has the best bang for buck. Oh, is is the next building to build really the manufacturing plant? No, it's the assembly plant. How much better is it? 50 for 36. 39 for 22? I don't think I can actually do that ratio in my head. Give me a minute. I think the assembly plant might be better. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Just needed to stare at the numbers a little bit longer. Oh, I can't just walk into their territory. Earthworks, no food, and science might take a while. Geothermal plant reveals hydrothermal vent, and also even more production in gold for the iron camp. 7 more production in gold for the iron camp. I'm not sure what to do with this city. Maybe I wonder. Knox sculptures. Yeah, why not? Census. Do the census. It's probably a little late to do a census, but it does the job. Okay. Carpenter first. The lumber camp is really good. Look at these groves. The flint gatherer is part of the modern earthworks. So is the clay pit. These buildings are agroforest buildings, so I'm pretty sure agroforest is a much later building. Yeah, the nice thing about the consolidation buildings is that it simplifies multiple parts of the process of setting up a city. And these conglomerate buildings also have benefits of their own. Especially when they don't have nearly as many requirements as the other things. In case you're wondering, yes, this is the Beyond this. This is a clip of the Beyond the Sword opening. A very short one, because really the whole video is about espionage and whatnot, and passing messages on through the ages. I mean, I find it extremely unlikely that there are any cities that can actually accept remains. Oh, wow, okay. But I have to check, you know? I'll avoid doing it too often though, because it definitely slows down the game. Putting in the effort. Yeah, I need to get this city some improvements as well. It could really use some. Deep sea lab. Let me get a few of the factories out of the way. What am I saying a few? Several of the factories. Let's just get rid of this entire line. It's probably going to take 50 odd turns to get through them all, but it is certainly going to help with the gold output of the city. Let's get those out of the way. Yeah, call center as well. Someone has to build the Willows Tower at some point. I'm not sure what city it would be, but I am definitely going to get one of them to do it. Earthworks, science, deep sea lab. He an animal trainer, horse. I don't know why I'm clicking that already. Oh wait, the modern earthworks should go first. and foremost. Yeah. I can leave the rest for later. It will fall into line with... I'll figure it out. Eventually. I'll get to it. There's tea on the rocky tile. Huh. Okay. Might as well put a plantation there. Even if that seems like a weird idea. But it fits. Ooh, Ellis Island. You know what? Go for it. Unlocks a lot of cultures and at least a few buildings. Probably. Maybe. I don't actually know. For sure what exactly will come out of it. A few extra buildings. Earthworks, Salt Highway, Expressway, Air Shipping Warehouse. Lumber mill, yeah. I don't really need the food. There are much better tiles to farm anyway. Like this one. Maybe. Don't think there's a jungle on there.
I have seen so many eruptions in the last 20 years that I don't care if I die tomorrow.
Ha, that extra text is, um, hmm. Okay, moving on. I am not doing personal computers, not for a while. It would make sense to head for recycling. New urbanism, I think I'll aim to pick up with one of the free texts from something else. I'll figure it out. Counterculture would be interesting, but it requires guerrilla warfare. I mean, I could go for hydroponics, but hydroponics aren't exactly uh, the greatest thing yet. I really do need a gun for modern healthcare at some point, don't I? With that, I should be able to get Astro Environmental Systems, and then move to further space exploration. Fire suppression is going to be needed at some point. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for modern healthcare instead. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Just go for modern healthcare. I can figure out more later. Yeah. And then recycling. Yeah, I think I want to go for healthcare first. There we go. Here's the satellite. It's nothing particularly special. I can just move it up here. Hydrothermal vents. These in particular are not actually useful yet. They may be sometime in the distant future, but it's a long ways away. doesn't matter who I'm talking about anyway. Heck, it might be further away for me than it is for you because I've slowed down recording pace. I mentioned this already. Yeah, I'm gonna go for researching franchises and then call it. Yeah, we're not hitting 6,000. Definitely not hitting 6,000. Okay, so there are barbs wandering about here, but they do look old. They spawned a long time ago, so it's not that important. I am mildly annoyed by the positioning of the Himalayas, though. Oh, good lord. Okay. Lab and Earthworks. Supercomputer. I can handle that later. Yeah, I completely forgot about the rare minerals mines earlier. Okay. You provide on pace, which usually isn't a good sign for anything else that I might want to construct. Yeah, I guess it's Modern Earthworks time. I'll figure out what to do next later. Ugh. Sound effects can get pretty loud when they stack like that. Shark. Carnival! Yeah, that is a very good return on time. Okay, the wood-fired dynamo is also quite nice. Should be good enough for now. There we go. Launch satellite to low Earth orbit. I can't push this thing any further. It's just the first 3 tiles. The tech just isn't that advanced enough yet. Okay. Now the fun thing is, the satellite costed much less than these wonders. These 2 wonders, Project Mercury and Sputnik. The real fun thing is that I could just plop them off in another city that I'm unlikely to have build wonders. Yeah. Now, do I want to get the historically correct option of Sputnik, or do I want to do Project Mercury? Because plus 10 signs from Chemicals District, Rocket Fuel Refinery, plus 10 signs from every rocket fuel refinery. Oh, that is a fun thought. That's 1,000 signs. Not much in the grand scheme of things, but it is still appreciated. Oh, so much. Appreciated. Okay, the manufacturing plant. Oh, yes, build. Um... These. That. That's a lot of factory. Pretty much in the same position as the foundry, really. I think I'll wait. It is... Yeah, that is 80 turns of production. Assuming no changes, which is slightly unreasonable, but please, just get back to building these. You're safe, you're fine. There is nothing to worry about. I have an escort. So you can keep building the improvements. Oh, this tower could use some work. I'm not gonna get a great person anymore. Not this session anyway. Aeon Center. Free gas station in every city. It's not much, but it is going to help with production in cash. I think. I mean, it's built, so I don't need to worry about the effects anymore, because they're going to apply. Oh. That's fun. Please. Do what you're supposed to. Oh, maybe it isn't plus 10 science for rock fuel refinery. Maybe it is? I don't know. Could be just specifically for that city. Still got a bit of science output for building Project Mercury, so I'll accept it either way. I do wonder which city is getting the great person. Hangaroa, okay. Let's get you that rank 3 mobility. Ooh, finally. Okay. Oh, wow. I need to go up to here in order to cancel. Airlift there. There. Ugh. Okay, infantry. On earthworks. Aircraft settler. Okay, so I'll be able to plop that new city down next turn. Guavas. I don't actually remember having those, so it's probably best if I do, in fact, build the orchard here. Where to build next? actually is a troublesome question. Really, I should have waken you up earlier. It's time to get to work. I should still work on colonizing coastline. Although this interior portion is massive. I'm going to have to build something on the interior at some point. The question is, how long can I put it off? And you're annoying. Let's place you here. I'm gonna try to put. It's nice to be able to just move over to here and place. Prague. Yeah, definitely just grabbing random naming lists. If you're gonna take Praha, then production.
I think it's great to be a part of a franchise that is successful. Any franchise is successful because it's a continuation and people have seen it.
Interesting. Yeah, they're a source of food, but also a huge amount of cash. In case I need. Okay, I do kind of need it. Especially since I'm going to start conquering large patches of ground again. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'll just end the turn immediately. No! Ooh, Capitol Records Tower. That's a free recording studio and everything. Good. That means I don't need to build those anymore, and that gets me some extra science production. And, you know, gold and culture and all that. Anyway. Now that I finally have the requirements, I've set up a couple new cities. A few new cities, actually, 3 of them. I've picked up the pace, and I am going to be working my way down here. And conquering this city of Karakara. Then I'll start working my way through the Hittites. If I conquer the Zapotec city, I'm raising it. It is not in a good position. Because I want to have a city somewhere on one of these 2 tiles, then a city on this tile over here. And that leaves a spot for a city somewhere along here on the coastline. Probably the swamp over here. Yeah, if I put a city here, then it's this swamp tiles. No. Okay, actually, this forest tile would be a good spot. Then I can put it on the floodplains here. But this one is just not a good spot. I know it takes effort to set up a new city, but it doesn't take that much effort. So I'm not too worried about it. Plus, most of the units on this tile are subdued animals. I can work my way through them fairly easily. There are 7 great farmers here for some reason. Why are there 7 great farmers? I honestly have no idea how many. Okay, so there's a pikeman, a heavy pikeman, a longbowman, 2 heavy crossbowmen. That's the only land units. Yeesh. But yeah, I've researched a few technologies, specifically the ones that buff up the mining camp in order to really maximize the amount I can produce. Oh, please. Plus, with the latest technology, seismology, I believe, I can build the modern earthworks, which replaces quite a few buildings. It's one of those conglomerate buildings that merges together a bunch of useful things. So, yeah. Next turn will be turn 6000, and we'll be 30% of the way through the game's turns. I can say that we're more than halfway through the tech tree, though. Sorta. Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to count techs. There's approximately 2,000, no, 1,000 technologies. Maybe? Or is it 2,000? Am I just remembering wrong? Maybe. But yeah. And volcanology allows me to build geothermal stuff. Um, assuming that I have the requirements fulfilled. Which is, not something that applies to many things. But yeah, the plan is to go and get modern healthcare, and then do recycling. I'll probably grab new urbanism through a wonder that provides a free technology. Probably the National Science Foundation wonder. And I'm not sure. Maybe go for hydroponics. Maybe postmodernism. The exact things don't really matter. Because I admit it, I am kind of putting off a couple of the earlier attacks. I'll talk about it when they come up. How much longer? It's been a while since I've had a personality change. I think I can, yeah, it's no, the foreign advisor. National culture. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm fairly close. I only need 4.45 million culture. And considering I'm producing 100,000 per turn, 130,000 per turn, that's 35 turns actually. Wow. Okay, so I might get a new personality trait next session, or it might be another doubler that I don't feel particularly interested in doing. I mean, I've got pragmatic 2, scientific 2, anti-clerical 2, and innovative 1. Do wonder about the others. Aggressive, seafaring. Okay, seafaring's a great idea. Strategist, defensive, aerial, covetous, stubborn, agricultural, greedy, prolific, naturalist. Yeah. Um, there's really only a few more cities on the coastline and all that. I am going to conquer Karakara soonish, and then I'll start conquering the Hittite cities, and then Hattusas itself. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish that next session, but I'm sure it's going to be quick. Also, don't worry about Seal. Minor mistake. And then, well, I don't have much better to do than to deal with Sue once most of this area has been filled in. And then I can uh, handle the Antarctic continent. I don't remember if I've given it a name. And then I'll settle the most important tile of them all, this. I mean, I have to at some point. It's going to be annoying settling it, but I think I'll be able to have the entire world under my thumb by the time I can start settling space. Or before then. At least then I don't have to worry about settlers for a while. And can focus on building up cities. Yeah, I think I've gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.